What up, my delirious flip-flops? How you doing today? It's Chris here, and today we're talking about this map on hard. This is called Rake, okay? So first of all, I'll let you guys know that I don't know why it's called Rake. I was trying to figure it out, and I didn't come to a conclusion. Oh, here we go. Got a rake just in the corner, in the top left corner there. That's it. That's the only reason that it's called Rake, I guess. Oh, I get it. I finally get it. I just learned it right freaking now, man. I spent like 20 minutes trying to figure it out. I just figured it out right now live for you guys. The way the balloons are moving is they're moving through the rake lines. Now, I don't know who designed these rake lines right here, and why the rake did this, did two little lines over here in really goofy areas, but this stupid rake decided to do that. Maybe the monkey was just being a jerk over here and made these weird rake lines just to make our lives difficult. But what it did was I was wondering if Rake was like a little mini pond or something like that, or had something to do with like Japan and like some weird cherry blossom trees or something. I tried Googling this, and then eventually it led me to Urban Dictionary. Don't go to Urban Dictionary. Just don't do it, guys. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I don't even want to talk about it right now. But anyways, alright, so what do we got going on? Rake's not a super duper difficult map. It's still an intermediate map. We're finally moving up in the world, making this stuff a little more difficult. Two different places the balloons can come in, and then two different places the balloons can leave. The main issue that I have is there's not very many places where I can shoot down in my normal, good, delicious straight lines over here, guys. There's one sort of on the far right over here, just beyond this little hamster statue or whatever the heck he is. You can put him all the way to the right there, but then it doesn't reach the other two lines, so it's like not worth it, you know? So overall, your best bet is to just try and overload the game with a bunch of group popping power. So what I tried to do, of course, guys, we're going for our grape shot over here. He's a solid freaking tower. He's a little bit goofy because I feel like he doesn't actually shoot both ways every time he should shoot both ways. I feel like he sort of errors every once in a while and only shoots one side. It's a little goofy, it's a little weird, I don't really understand it, but whatever, man. Let the Buccaneer do his thing over there. So it may seem like I'm putting my sniper in a really stupid spot right here, but what I wanted to do is I want to put him in the range of my eventual monkey village over here. And if I can get that monkey village in the range of all of these towers, well, then everything's going to be cheaper. And I like cheaper, guys. I like my cheap towers and my cheap defense over here. It's solid. Plus, I'm going to be doing a no banana farm walkthrough for you guys, so I'm pretty sure I did no banana farms on this one. This is a post-commentary, guys, and I just found this footage a little while ago. But, I forgot about it. I lost it. It's the lost footage of Bloons Tower Defense 6 on Rake, guys. I just completely... I was so interested in shoots that I just kind of forgot about Rake over here. But anyways, what we're going to do is we're just going to try and get you guys set up over here to beat this pretty reasonably easily. I know we're only on hard, so we're not playing an Impoppable or anything like that. If we do play an Impoppable, we're probably going to have to try and do some banana farms and stuff like that. But as we currently have it, it's not bad at all. So let's get our monkey village going. You want to make sure the monkey village is in range of the Buccaneer and the sniper, most importantly. The dart monkey and such don't really matter as much, though it would be nice if you could put them in there, but it's okay. It's okay, guys. Don't worry about it. I should mention that I also have some monkey knowledge invested in my my game over here. I've got about 25 points invested in my monkey knowledge already. I've got all the magic upgrades. I've got some of the... I've got a few of the military upgrades, but like it's only for like that heli pilot +1 Pierce, like at the very top over there. But mostly primary and hero besides that. So if you guys are wondering like why does your game look so much different at the very start of the game, that's probably your issue right there. It probably won't cause you to lose the game, but it may cause you to lose lives instead, especially on these sort of difficult rounds around round 20. Because I do get a little bit greedy with myself over here. I do end up going for a 001 monkey village, then before I get the 002, I start to get my sniper upgraded a little bit, because he's actually really important here for these sort of difficult rounds. This is one of those levels where the sniper is actually really important. I can't get the glue gunner like I normally want to, man. That sticky, juicy yellow glue over there. You'll love it, guys, but you just can't handle it on this map. It's just not going to work. I tried it out. It made me suck pretty bad. You could try doing 2 glue gunners, but you're spending so much money, it might not be worth it at that point. So what I do is I go for my sniper over here, and I basically want to get him up to 102 pretty quickly. Once you get that going, You can pop all of these group balloons or all these white balloons and everything really, really easily. Surprisingly, once you beat round 23, 24 to 30 is actually pretty breezy. It's weird how that works. The only sort of difficult round is round 27, but Quincy is a freaking boss against these things, so you're not going to have any issues whatsoever over there. So, I'll admit that there's not much going on for this map. It's honestly just build things, build things, build things, and eventually things die. I think that's that's the general idea of most of these maps over here, but that's okay. We'll still guide you guys through this one if you are having any issues, especially if you're having any issues getting it no lives lost. So here's round 27, which I said is usually pretty difficult, but with your Buccaneer over here, it's not a big deal at all. In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to get Grape Shot up to Bernie, or Hot Stuff, or Hot Shots. Hot Shots as well, and we are going to go all the way up to Destroyer eventually. Yeah. Does that not sound like the most delicious thing that you've ever eaten in your entire life? It does make me hungry over here, man. I don't know why, but for the past few days, I've just been ravenous. I can't get enough food, man. Maybe I'm pregnant. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I'm just getting pregnant over here, guys. I just need to eat all the food. Chocolate and the cookies and everything. I don't know, man. It just happens. It happens to the best of us, okay? And it's not like I've been doing anything really weird or very strenuous with my life, man. I've just been chilling in my room most of the time, playing Bloons Tower Defense 6. I still go on my walk. I still go swimming every once in a while. But that's about it. That's the majority of my life right there, guys. In a nutshell. In a pickle. Oh, though I have been taking care of my garden just a little bit. I guess that's sort of exciting. I got my first cucumber just about up over here, baby. Oh, crap. We didn't do it. No lives lost. Oh, I suck. All right. Well, I'm sorry, guys. I screwed it up for us. I lost 4 lives over here. So, you can make fun of me later for that. But it's mostly because I didn't get my camera detection over here if I wanted to. I should have gotten my Dart Monkey up to 0-2, and I would have been able to defend. Sadly, I'm an idiot, and I didn't do that. Hopefully you guys don't hate me. Please don't hate me. Alright. Please don't hate me. Just, you can just think I'm a noob later on if you want to. But when we look at our Destroyer and everything, we see a ridiculous amount of group popping out power over here. He is awesome. I love him, man. I love this guy with a passion. If I could, I would probably marry him. He's probably has my baby. That's the problem right here. You know, I'm pregnant. He's the father of my baby right here. It's weird. I know. I get it, man. So there's more camo balloons coming through, but now Quincy is gonna be just fine, just fine. It's weird because normally Quincy can defend round 33, round 37, and even defend most of round 42 with his ability over here. But the problem is round 33 is that weird level where, like, sometimes they just don't. He doesn't hit the yellow like at the right time. It can just cause issues for yourself. So here we go, guys. We're going to get the sniper upgraded. We're going to go for semi-automatic rifle, and then we're also going to get the full 203 sniper edition up in here, man. Here's Quincy's extra ability. We end up not losing any lives on round 37, but still it's just sort of weird, man. Kind of sucks, to be honest, when your only cam protection is your hero. Normally, I'd like to go for some sort of crossbow or something else. But as I was telling you guys earlier, I feel like this level, because it separates the very beginning, it really hurts my ability to pop the balloons early on. So I'm focusing on my sniper, but because I wanted to get a 203 sniper, I couldn't get cam protection on that guy. So, oh, yeah. Just, maybe I'll figure something out eventually, but for right now, I was just like, okay, this is just the way I'm going to do it, guys. So we're going to get an extra grape shot over here, and this time, we get the crow's nest. So I'm finally going to pop the crow's nest up in here. Against this mob, not going to be a huge deal for us. We still got Quincy's ability over here. Boom, boom, boom. Take these guys down. No problems whatsoever, man. Just destruction. With Quincy, he does a surprising amount of explosive damage when you use that ability. The explosion happens so quickly that even those big, gigantic pink rushes and all those other group balloon rushes aren't a big deal for us. We handle them pretty well. So what I did decide to do in this level is I went a little fancy on you guys, and this is not a necessary aspect to the game, but I decided to do it anyways. I did get the merchant ship over here. I don't feel bad about it. I thought it was kind of a fun addition to my team over here. In fact, I'd prefer to get farms, or I'd prefer to just get my monkey village up to a monkey town faster. But I thought it was just a fun tower that I couldn't... It was my first level where I'm like, oh, there's like a good chunk of water over here, and I got a decent chunk of money over here. Let's just spend it up and just get this going. So that's what I did. That's what I got right now. Now, I will admit that I'm a little bit tired right now. For some reason, yesterday, 2 days ago into yesterday, I got a crap ton of sleep. Like, oh my god, I got like 11 hours of sleep or something like that. And I gotta tell you guys, it felt amazing. I'm one of those people, I can't handle not being able to sleep. I'm just weird like that. If I don't get my 7 to 8 hours, I am like garbage the entire day. And I feel like my videos definitely suffer for that too. So what I try and do is I usually try and get my sleep. You know, I do. I try my absolute best to actually get a decent amount of sleep every single night. Even if I do end up going to bed at 3 in the morning, I don't end up waking up until at least 11 in the morning the next day. But anyways, then today I tried to get all of my sleep, but for some reason I just kept waking up early in the morning. I wasn't sick. I didn't feel bad. Nothing was going on. I think I was freaking out about something, and I don't know why. Like, my brain was just like, Chris, you need to get up. You need to get up right now. Get up, Chris. Get out of bed. You got things to do. And I'm just like, oh my god, leave me alone. Stupid brain. And you guys ever had that happen to you, by the way? Where your brain just, like, thinks something, but you're, like, logically and, like, consciously, you know that whatever your brain is trying to do to you is wrong. You know? But subconsciously, it just keeps making you do stuff. It's weird how your brain can control you like that, man. Those brain chemicals can be funky, for sure. So our next goal is probably to end up getting our Monkey Town, guys. I've been sort of, I don't know, a little bit more chill with getting my Monkey Town up. Normally I'm like, dude, if we don't get Monkey Town by round 49, game over. We can't do anything over here, man. Nothing. We're garbage. We're dead. You're dead to me. Not today. You know, the nice thing about Rake, though, is that the balloons do come out sort of separately. You know, the balloons coming out of the top, like, go right down into the middle area very quickly. The balloons coming from the left take a little while to actually get there. And that's why this map ends up not being that difficult overall, because the balloons sort of separate themselves out a little bit. When you have the supposedly gigantic rushes coming out, they turn out to not be that gigantic. If you ask me, man, that's pretty freaking sweet right there. So what I did was I ended up getting my Plasma Monkey. I felt like he is a fairly important addition to my team. I was like, you know what, I don't know if I can afford the Monkey Town before around like 52 if I don't just get the Plasma going, you know? I'm just like, I just want to have this guy. What you also want to do is want to make sure you got the camo detection, man. This is why I got my second Monkey Village over here, and I like to point it out, sometimes at the very last second, just to prove to you guys that round 51 is so gosh darn deadly. If you don't get that village, you will probably lose the game if you don't get your village up to camo detection. As far as village positioning, maybe you guys can find a better position for yourself. I found it sort of difficult to find two good monkey village positionings. I not only wanted to make sure my buccaneers were inside of the range of this thing, I wanted to, or at least the one on the left there, I wanted to make sure that I could also get some sort of camo detection, but that was really difficult too. And you can get a Monkey Town with camo detection as well, and just make that one like when you're like main monkey village in the middle there. That is possible, but then you may not be able to reach the other towers like your Dart Monkey and Super Monkey. So then it's like, oh my god, guys, what the heck? Like, what are we supposed to do? I will say, though, that if you do end up getting your monkey village next year, the monkey village does increase its range, and then it may end up being okay by itself. You're going to have to test it out for yourself, man. I have not been an extreme fan of this map. It's definitely not my favorite map. It's not a horrible map in any way, but it's just weird to play. And I guess that's good, you know, whenever you have like a map where you're just like, you don't know what to do, that's a good thing. That means Ninja Kiwi did a good job making the map confusing enough for us that we have to use weirder, different towers that we may not be used to. I don't know, that's kind of cool, actually. I kind of like that idea. But anyways, we finally got our Monkey Town going over here, so the money is going to be coming in pretty quick. It is in the range of my Super Monkey over here, so I can end up actually getting decent chunks of money. We did get a little bit late, but basically every single tower in my game over here will be in range. And that's something that's sort of hard to do with any sort of Monkey Town action. Sometimes I even go for like a double Monkey Town. I mean, that's just crazy when I have to do that, but it is definitely part of the game. So, I was thinking about what kind of towers I wanted to go for, man. I could save up for a Sun God over here. I could go for a Spectre. I could do, like, you know, we're planning for around 63, basically. But also you have to be able to pop other balloons around them. You know, around 61, 62, 64. Those are all actually pretty reasonably difficult rounds. Even 65, pretty difficult rounds for us to pop. So we have to think about what can not only pop around 63's crazy amounts of balloons, but also do damage to everything else. And I decided just to go for that standard, sexy, delicious little Robo Monkey right there. And what I wanted to do is pop just my glue gunner up in the front here to pop those around 63 ceramics. But then I realized, I'm like, no! There's like no perfect spot for this guy. And again, just freaking annoying as crap. If I didn't have some sort of a, like, if I could just like pop a pontoon down, like this would be the perfect time to pop a pontoon down. But I decided to not do the pontoon, and I was a little bit upset. I'll admit it, man. I was a little bit upset about this, but you gotta see what I do in just a second here. It gets pretty interesting. Let's say that. It's pretty interesting. So what I decided to do first of all is we're getting our Monkey Village all set up over here, man. We want to make sure we got everything all good for us. All the jungle drums and everything. Make sure we got the extreme speed over here. And then, around 61 and 62, like I said, they're not easy, but they're usually not that difficult if you have some sort of super monkey or whatever going on. And what I decided to do is just say, you know what, the glue gunner doesn't need to be at the very front of the map. We can sort of just put him in the middle over here, and we're going to get our standard glue hose. I know that some people like the 3-2 glue gunner instead. I'm a bigger fan of the 2-3 instead. I like the glue hose because I want to make sure every single balloon gets glued. It's really difficult to get every single balloon glued without the glue hose. So, that's completely up to you, what you want to do, man. But also, I felt like this actually was not that bad of a spot. You know, normally I think, oh, I gotta put it in the very front. But the nice thing about this was, this is actually pretty close to where I popped the mob class balloons. So basically, as soon as those mobs pop, we glue them. And not bad at all, man. Sometimes you realize that your thought about what is going to happen doesn't end up actually happening over here. So that can be fun to just note right there, that sometimes sometimes I watch Amanda play the game, and I gotta say that she's not a good player, alright? She's not horrible or anything like that, but she's playing easies and mediums, and like she's finally moving on to hards and everything. Sometimes she struggles a little bit on the easy and mediums, but I look at her strategies, and sometimes I'm just a little, it's fun to watch her play. Because I realize that there's certain towers that I just like almost never ever use, and those are like a staple to her defense. And I don't think she's a bad player. I just think that those towers are something that I just sort of overlook most of the time in my general defense. I want to plan ahead while she's planning for the current round. And I think that's where the gameplay differs a little bit. I don't want to just pop the balloons now and be able to just do decent damage. I want to plan ahead and be able to just annihilate everything later on. But one thing about that is even though I can try to plan ahead, my plans can fail, or my plans can be bad. You know, I noticed that one thing that I'm doing is I am spamming a lot of super monkeys in a lot of my games over here, but I think there are other better combinations to use. Even just throwing down a couple random Moab Maulers, or throwing down a couple random Druids, a couple ninjas in the back, a couple fire wizards in the middle. You know, instead of doing just like simple couple tower guides over here, I could end up doing some more weirder random balloon or towers just kind of all over the place, and they're actually going to be better. That's the weird thing. It will be a better defense if I do that. The question is, do I actually want to do that to myself, guys? Do I actually want to make the guide sort of difficult for you guys to follow by doing that sort of in a weird way? So you can see my Robo Monkey going to town on these things. Boom, boom, boom. Around 65, no problem whatsoever, man. We take these guys down. We got one Plasma and one Robo Monkey. And surprisingly not that much money, though. You know, I feel like, for some reason, the Monkey Town used to give me more money. And I gotta admit that I am spending quite a bit of money on all my towers over here, and I have a good defense and everything. But I feel like the Monkey Town just used to give me way more money. Used to give me like billions of freaking dollars over here, and now it's more of a, okay, I got some change over here. Got a couple $1,000s to work with. So instead of going for a Sun God, this is the tower that I used to use all the time, then I sort of strayed away from for a long time. The Dark Knight is not a bad tower. Okay, he's a little pricey too. He's about the price of a Robo Monkey overall, but by no means bad. He's a little worse against the balloons, but he's got that knockback ability too, so he can stun them in place, which I think is cool, just helping out sort of as like a support tower. But then his real damage over here is all about the Moabs. He can do extreme damage to Moabs, BFBs, and Zombie Gods if you want to go crazy over here. And he's not too bad against the bad balloon, but it doesn't really matter for today. We're not going to round 100. What I decided to do, though, is I realized that I've got a good amount of Moab popping power. What I need to do now is get a little bit more Bloon popping power. And one of the best towers in the game for that, especially late game at this point, is the Spectre. So pop down the Spectre if you want to. He's a solid frickin' tower. I actually really enjoy him for around 70 plus. Not only does he pop those Bloons really easily, but he also does a decent job against the Moab class Bloons as well. Just sort of like an overall solid frickin' tower. Just a great addition to basically any team. I don't care what the heck kind of team you got on here to pop the Bloons. If you add a Spectre to it, it's going to help out a bunch. I will say, though, that if I was going to sell something to get my Spectre going, I would sell the Glue Gunner and the Cannon, because I feel like the Monkey just sort of takes over their jobs in a little bit more efficient way than they do it already. And they don't do a bad job either, that's what I gotta point out. They do not do a bad job. The Cannon stuns all the Bloons to let everybody, you know, do their damage, and the Spectre can just destroy them all, you know? That's pretty sweet right there, dude. Now, I gotta say that this was, again, not a super-duper difficult map, but I still ended up losing lives on it. So I do think that on Impoppable, we're gonna have to rethink our strategies just a little bit, make sure we do a better job, maybe use some more lower-level dart monkeys before we end up going for that monkey village or something along those lines. I also think that the banana farms may end up becoming more important for me around round 15 or so. If I can pop down a single banana farm early on in my game, well, then I know I'm going to have a ton of money by the time we get to the end over there. And I really do mean a ton of money, guys. A single banana farm pays for itself in about 14 rounds, 15 rounds. And that means every single round after that you're profiting. And we're talking about like $100 or so per round. You can make, you know, 1,500 bucks every, you know, 15 rounds or so. You know, 100 bucks a round, basically. Even more, maybe. So, to me, that's 100% worth. Absolutely, dude. Every single time. Get a single banana farm, even 2 banana farms, and just ride them out into the late game. The one weird thing is normally I'm sort of greedy, and I just keep spending all the extra money that I would have to buy more banana farms. But if I was playing smart about it, I would not do that and switch back over to just being more lame about it, I guess, and just doing one. If I was smart, I'd do just like 2 banana farms, ride them out, instead of just spending all my extra money back into banana farms here. So for round 76, perfect timing, man. We go to that Spectre, and now watch the delicious destruction right here, guys. This is a pretty tough round for Bloons. Done. Done, man. Isn't that awesome? That's what I love about this guy. You can also increase his popping power just a little bit with jungle drums and faster shooting, like a 204 or whatever. Everything helps out. Everything's a bonus. Though the extra range doesn't seem to do very much for us, man. We've already got infinite range. And that's why what I find so surprising about this guy. Not only is he really strong, but he's also got that infinite range. And that's going to really help out on these levels that have multiple areas that the Bloons are coming in, or areas where there's just like a very limited amount of time to pop the Bloons in like weirder areas. This guy is actually going to be a rock star. And I honestly believe that I'm going to end up using this guy quite a bit in some of my harder guides. If I can get this guy late game, I'm going to be super duper happy. I think he's probably going to be better than a Sun God, actually, for that Bloon popping power. And I think it's mostly because of that infinite range, you know? I think that's the best thing about it. So that's wonderful. Okay, so that's pretty much it here, guys. We got a few more rounds to clean up. Everything's going to be a breeze for us. I didn't get very many 5th tier towers. I didn't get any 5th tier towers today. I actually feel a little bit sad about that, dude. Normally I like to push myself to get at least 1 5th tier tower per video. Today, I have failed myself. I am a failure. If you guys want to be nice to me and say, Chris, you're not a failure, you can in the comments below, but it's okay. I probably won't read them anyways. For some reason, people have not been liking my guide videos very much. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if I'm just doing such too easy of maps, or if my guides have been sucking, or what the deal is, but people have not been enjoying my guide videos as much as my other videos. So I have been trying to do actually less guides and do more other videos, but I still want to pump out the guides for you guys, because I know the harder maps are definitely going to need them. You know, and I know that you guys are going to want to see more chimps modes and everything like that. Like, don't worry, I will get those up as well. What I was trying to do is do most of the hard maps first, but I think what I might end up doing is just do chimp modes on sort of the like earlier maps, and work my way through chimps mode all the way up to the end over there. Maybe hard is just something that people don't have very many issues with. definitely pretty reasonable over here. Around 79, man. Oh, the reinforced BFBs, they got nothing on us. We take these things down real easily. I ended up popping just just for fun, man. I was like, all right, dude, let's do it. I always like putting a ball lightning in here. It looks cool. So I did end up popping one of these guys down in here, but he's not important at all. If you guys ended up enjoying this video, press the like button, dude. That's what I love to see, and it also makes me happy to see that, so if you want to make me happy, do that. If you want to subscribe, we got a bunch of extra awesome cool videos coming your guys' way. And of course, have a super duper delicious day.